Mama June, Honey Boo Boo receives special gift from Josh and Dralin. Mama June star Honey Boo Boo has been over the moon in the latest season after the graduation ceremony. She has been super excited to start a new journey to college after finishing her school life. Fans of the series have seen her arguing with Pumpkin about buying a new car for her college life in the previous season. She even demanded her sister to get her an expensive wig. But Lauren was annoyed with her sister's demands. She suggested the TV star start using her online fame and earn money for her lavish lifestyle. Alana has been very close to Pumpkin's husband. Now, it turns out that Josh and Alana's BF had a surprise for the teenager. But what do they have to do to afford the gift? Mama June. Josh and Dralin make efforts to surprise Alana on her graduation. Alana Thompson is ready to join college after graduating from her school. The entire family has been extremely excited to see the teenager achieving new things in college. Alana's boyfriend, Dralin Carswell, might be the most controversial Mama June star due to his legal battles, but he had spared nothing to make his girlfriend happy. Interestingly, Pumpkin's husband also decided to help him plan a surprise for Honey Boo Boo. Recently, Mooney TV aired a new episode where Joshua teamed up with Dralin to buy a car for Alana. In it, Thompson was returning from her graduation ceremony, and the entire family was waiting to show her the big surprise. Josh and Dralin decorated the backyard to welcome the Mama June star from the ceremony and gift her the new pink Honda. June shouted, "Look at that! We got you a pink car and everything." Alana couldn't control her joy and expressed that she couldn't wait to hop in it. Later, Josh revealed that he and Dralin had to paint a house for 2 weeks to afford the car. He stated that the car was brown red when they bought it, but they decided to put in some extra effort and paint it pink. Pumpkin's husband said, "And then we had to paint it like it was ugly." Alana was extremely happy to see her new car with all things pink and fluffy seats as a graduation gift. Mama June. Alana shares her feelings on receiving a pink Honda instead of a luxury SUV. Mama June star Alana Thompson likes to dream big. She is a big fan of cars and wanted a luxury SUV. The TV star expressed her feelings in a confessional about her dream car. She said, "It's not exactly the fancy ride I was hoping for. It was the perfect gift, as she was starting college soon." Alana added, "Pink goes with everything, okay. I'm gonna go around, get my pink nails, get my pink toes in my pink car. Love it." Well, it turns out that Alana got the best gift for her graduation, but she was more than happy for something else. The reality TV star noted, "I do appreciate my little car, but the best part is that I don't have any car payments." Stay tuned to TV season and spoilers for more exciting updates on Alana's new life and other Mama June news. For Alana Honey Boo Boo Thompson, life has always been anything but normal. Growing up on reality TV with cameras trailing her every move, she's dealt with fame, family drama, and public scrutiny in a way most teenagers could never imagine. But behind the wigs, pageants, viral catchphrases, and family chaos, Alana is, at her heart, still just a girl figuring out who she is. Now preparing for her next chapter, one away from Mama June's shadow and the glare of television lights, Alana found herself on the receiving end of an emotional surprise. This time, it wasn't cameras or controversy stealing the spotlight. It was a heartfelt, unexpected gesture from two of the most important men in her life, Josh Ferd, her brother-in-law and stand-in father figure, and Dralin Carswell, her boyfriend. Together, Josh and Dralin orchestrated a moment that caught even Alana off guard, one that left her teary-eyed, overwhelmed, and most of all, deeply loved. A quiet plan between two protectors. Despite their differences, Josh and Dralin share one powerful thing in common: their unwavering love and loyalty to Alana. Josh has raised her alongside his wife, Lauren Pumpkin Ferd, stepping up as a surrogate father when June spiraled into addiction and instability. For years, he's handled the tough responsibilities: late-night school projects, grocery runs, and calming her tears after emotional family feuds. Dralin, on the other hand, entered Alana's life during her teen years, a chapter marked by identity searching, social media pressures, and the struggle of growing up too fast. Though their relationship was met with skepticism due to their age gap and public life, Dralin had proven time and again that his intentions were pure. He stood by her through ups and downs, shielding her from the harshest public criticism and encouraging her dreams. So when Alana's college departure loomed closer, both men decided to do something special, not just to mark a gift with layers of meaning. The plan was simple but powerful. Josh and Dralin worked secretly for weeks, pulling together resources, memories, and their own creativity to present Alana with something unforgettable. It wasn't flashy or over the top. It was thoughtful, layered, and profoundly personal. A handcrafted memory trunk. The trunk itself was a rustic, vintage-style wooden chest with Honey Boo Boo's name engraved in gold script across the lid. But what was inside is what took Alana's breath away. It was filled with carefully selected keepsakes representing chapters of her life. There were photographs, some candid, some printed from old show stills, of her as a toddler in pageants, riding bikes with Pumpkin, decorating cupcakes with Mama June. Next to them, small relics of her childhood, a plastic tiara from her early pageant days, a handwritten recipe from Big Mama, and a tiny, faded ribbon she once won at a school fair. There was a hand-drawn map of all the places she's called home, each one marked with a memory caption and a short note from Josh or Dralin. But the centerpiece of the gift? A thick leather-bound journal titled Letters for Alana. Inside were individual handwritten letters from Josh, Pumpkin, Ella, Pumpkin's daughter, Dralin, and even some cousins and close family friends. Each letter shared heartfelt wishes, advice, and encouragement as she prepared to step into her future. Alana, flipping through the pages, couldn't contain the emotions. Some letters made her laugh, like Josh's reminder to always keep ramen in the dorm or Ella's crayon-written, "Don't forget your teddy." Others brought tears, especially Dralin's quiet confession that watching her grow up had made him a better man. The emotional reveal. The surprise was planned for a weekend family dinner, disguised as a typical goodbye meal before Alana headed back to college. She showed up expecting casseroles and tearful hugs. What she got instead was a living room transformed with string lights, family photos, and a makeshift memory wall filled with her childhood milestones. Pumpkin and Josh gathered everyone close, with Dralin waiting nervously beside the chest. Without a big speech or overdone presentation, they unveiled the trunk and motioned for Alana to open it. As she peeled the lid back and began sifting through the memories, silence fell. Everyone watched as emotions took over. Her hands trembled slightly as she picked up an old drawing she'd made in 3rd grade. She covered her mouth as she found a note from Josh, who called her his first daughter in every way that counts. Dralin stood nearby, his eyes locked on her, watching her take in the gift. He didn't say a word, but Alana knew. This was more than a gift. It was an embrace, a gesture of permanence, a moment fans wouldn't soon forget. Although the gift reveal wasn't filmed for the show, photos quickly made their way to social media. Pumpkin later shared a few glimpses of the memory trunk, careful not to reveal anything too personal, and captioned it with a simple phrase. "We don't always get it right, but this time we did." The fan response was immediate. Viewers from around the world flooded the comments with admiration and pride. Longtime fans who'd followed Alana since her toddler years expressed how emotional they were seeing her journey honored with such depth and tenderness. Strangers even began posting their own childhood keepsakes, inspired by the trunk's thoughtful design. Many praised Josh for stepping into a role he never asked for but filled with quiet grace. Others lauded Dralin for his consistency, saying his actions spoke louder than any reality TV headline ever could. For once, the narrative wasn't about scandal. It wasn't about court cases, addiction, or family feuds. It was about love. Real, lasting love. Alana's reaction. In the days following the gift, Alana remained uncharacteristically quiet online. Those close to her said she needed time to process the moment. She'd spent her entire life on camera, with very little space for introspection. But this gift, brought her a rare moment of peace. She brought the memory trunk to her dorm, placing it gently at the foot of her bed. When homesickness hit, she'd open it, read a letter, hold an old photo, and remember who she was, not the character the world watched. but the girl loved fiercely by her family. The journal became her anchor, and she began adding her own pages to it. Reflections on new classes, late-night dorm laughs, even small letters back to each person who had written her one. For Alana, the trunk wasn't just a gift. It was a permission slip to move forward without forgetting where she came from. A family still healing, but stronger. The gift marked more than just a thoughtful moment. It signaled a shift in the family dynamic. In recent years, much of the spotlight had been consumed by Mama June's battles and Anna's heartbreaking illness.